What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is of course Conrax, and today we're discussing the cheating problem that is becoming more and more of an issue every single day within Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. But just before we get into that, if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Leave me a like down below if you enjoyed this video or you found it at all informative. Drop a comment below on your thoughts of Modern Warfare 2 so far. Are you enjoying the game? Have you experienced any issues with cheaters? I'd definitely love to know. We're currently on a mission to break 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you become part of our community. So Modern Warfare 2 is currently full of cheaters, especially within the Warzone and DMZ game modes. It seems that the cheating epidemic is returning once again to ruin our experience. Countless times now I have dropped into Warzone and DMZ and been aimbotted across the map or shot through walls. And a lot of the people that I play with have also recently noticed a lot of cheaters in their lobbies too. I don't know if it's the SBMM bracket that we're in throwing us into lobbies with cheaters, because naturally they're going to have a very high performance, a very high KD, because they're using cheats obviously. And most of the people that I play with and myself are definitely not the best at COD. I think I have around a 1.5 KD, which is definitely nothing crazy, but it puts us into the higher skilled SBMM bracket when it comes to the average player. It's crazy to me how Activision can develop this engagement optimized matchmaking system, an extremely complex algorithm which is designed to keep player retention and make them spend more money on the game, which is also known by broader term in the Call of Duty community as skill-based matchmaking. So whilst they can design, develop and come up with all these complex algorithms that not only ruin the experience for skilled players, the Ricochet anti-cheat is something that seems to have been left in the dust. Activision claims it's the most complex and best anti-cheat solution there is to games right now, but it's very apparent due to the number of cheaters that are in the game that that is not true at all. Especially after the cheating problem that we've seen in Warzone 1, where at one point the game was pretty much unplayable due to the number of cheaters in every single lobby. Modern Warfare 2 is following that same path. I would say around 4 out of 10 of my game lobbies, I always find a cheater in the game. For a publisher and a studio that has made so much money from this entire franchise, it's kind of embarrassing that they have yet not been able to solve this issue of cheats and exploits. I want to remind you that Modern Warfare 2 made Activision a record $1 billion in just 10 days of this game's launch, whilst also charging us players an extra $10 for the product. So whilst they made all of this money, they are failing at putting in the resources to develop a better anti-cheat system. Of course, we did have Ricochet, but that is proving to be useless. For a publisher and a studio that has made so much money from this entire franchise, it's kind of embarrassing that they have yet not been able to solve this issue of cheats and exploits. For those of you who don't know just how the Ricochet anti-cheat works, it's basically a complicated AI system that monitors and tracks your gameplay and tries to find anything suspicious. We've seen anti-cheats like this in the past before. I believe Battlefield used to use a similar system called Fair Fight. However, it later transitioned to a new and improved anti-cheat simply because this system only detects cheaters after they have actually played and ruined the game for many other people. And it's no different with Modern Warfare 2. So for many of you players that are above average in the skill gap, the SBMM system will automatically be further ruining your experience by placing you in lobbies with cheaters because their stats are going to be very good too. But like I've already stated, with the amount of money and the sheer power Activision hold as a company, it's absolutely ridiculous how all of these cheats, exploits, Cronus Maxes or whatever they're called, are still not being detected within their games. It's so easy, in fact, that a quick Google search will lend you 1,000 results for cheat providers as long as you have access to a debit card. With all that money and power that Activision hold, I do not understand why they don't go after these providers and legally shut them down. Because when you have an absolutely enormous player base like Call of Duty and you earn so much money, one of your first priorities should be that the players aren't exposed to cheaters and exploits. And it just further proves that Activision doesn't care about us consumers rather than all the money that we generate for them. Because when an anti-cheat can't even detect a player flying across the sky in a boat, for the entire duration of the match, I think it's safe to say that its performance is just not good enough. We live in a world where computers and AI are as intelligent and strong as they've ever been. We have things like self-driving cars, algorithms that literally rule most of the internet, and machine learning that probably knows you better than you know yourself. Yet Activision can't seem to develop something to prevent these people from cheating in their games. I don't think it's not because they can't do it. I think it's simply because it would cost them too much money. I completely understand that software and computers are very complex, and trying to stop hackers from accessing memory and all that sorts of stuff is a very tough thing to do. But there is absolutely no way that there is not someone out there or a team of people that know just how to prevent this stuff and make a game completely unhackable. Other games like Fortnite, for example, have an insane anti-cheat, where most of the time cheaters are banned almost instantly after logging in. And then we have Activision with their system of shadow bans, where players aren't banned instantly, but they're put into a review process where they can still play the game and ruin it for others, whilst it takes Activision employees up to 1 week to verify if they're cheating or not, which leaves so much room for wrong judgment. And I'm almost certain that someone who was using cheats has went to the shadow ban realm, so to say, and has come back unfazed because someone has deemed their account to be completely legit when it was not. Activision's entire solution to cheaters is just completely not good enough. Even if players are banned, they can simply just go ahead again and buy new verified accounts for an extremely low price from the same people that they brought their cheats from. And because most of these cheats have spoofers included, which basically mimic your computer to be something else, they hide all the hardware IDs of your actual machine, so it becomes impossible to ban them when they create any new accounts or buy them for that sake. So tackling cheaters in Modern Warfare 2 is definitely a tricky task for Activision, but the point that I'm making with this video is that they simply do not care enough if cheaters ruin your experience, because as long as we keep giving them our money by buying Call of Duty every year, by supporting their battle pass, by supporting the microtransactions, nothing will ever change. And with how advanced some of these cheats are becoming now, it can almost seem impossible to spot them with your own eyes. I am almost certain there are many popular Twitch streamers and YouTubers who are using these things that we don't know about, that pop off in their games and do extremely well every single game to a massive audience of people, and Activision doesn't care because they're just using it as one massive marketing ploy to get more people on their game. But guys, let me know what you think of cheaters in Modern Warfare 2. Have you encountered them yet? Let me know down in the comment section. I would definitely love to know what you have to say. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications. We're currently reaching for 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and with your help, I definitely believe we can do it. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. You can find all of my social links in the description down below. You can check out some of my other videos on the screen now regarding Modern Warfare 2. This has been Conrax, and I'll catch you in the next one.